Guess who's back? Back again. She's back with his bro.
Yeah.
Guess who's back? 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 She and Oh shit, yo, we always have fucking fun here. Welcome. You are live from the Ferret room, ladies and gentlemen, and my special guest today, none other than the return guest, Bishi. You guys fucking know him, and his bro.
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
We are fucking here. We're gonna have some fucking fun, and everybody that got some nostalgia out of that intro with our little foolishness in the middle of it. Everybody remembered this fucking song when it came out, and if we just did something for you, fuck yeah. All right.
Love to see it.
Fuck yeah. How's life? How's life, man?
Not too bad.
It's the last time I seen you. Nothing too
Well,
major.
My warehouse I'm working at, Value,
I heard.
closing down. So besides that,
Yeah.
not too bad.
Yeah, I heard. Fucking Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure my job is hiring, but you know.
I mean, you know
Well,
how
he
that
also-
bad shit show's going.
He also just had surgery too yesterday. So
Mm.
if you're watching this, listening, whatever,
Get well soon.
get well
I'm
soon.
gonna turn the fan on so I don't kill you guys.
From the boys, from the Ferret room today. We love
Sorry
you.
about the light, guys, in the video. I know I'm killing the mellow vibes.
There it goes.
Come on.
You didn't hear me. We love you, Pat.
If I can love you, Pat, get well soon, my
Hey,
guy.
that's a drink from us, bro.
Fuck yeah, that's a drink. We'll drink to that. Fuck yeah, get well soon, Pat. So yeah, outside of that, that's the biggest thing that's been going on so far.
Besides that, and then I'm going on a road crew now.
Okay,
Be
fuck
on- be
yeah.
on the road.
Fucking Midco?
No, just.
Oh, okay. I worked at Midco before.
I'm like.
That was like one of my first jobs when I moved here. Sorry to cut you off. Good.
That's good.
What?
The job I'm doing is kind of like what I'm doing at Value.
Mhm.
Just, I'm going on the road. I thought my first spot I was going to is Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Nope.
Change of plans. Chicago.
Oh shit. What part? You know?
I have no clue. I'm just
Oh,
going to
shit.
Chicago. That's all I
Fuck
know.
yeah.
So,
What kind of road crew? Like, what kind of work you gonna be doing?
just kind of driving forklifts or
Okay.
whatever.
Fuck
So,
yeah. Fuck yeah.
kind of like what I already do, just different facility.
And what about you? What about you? I didn't mean to cut you off, but like,
Yeah,
I was
it-
done
this is
talking.
It's the
interesting.
fiender. It's okay.
This is
it's
interesting.
okay. Nah, so actually, I just started college this past Tuesday.
Oh shit.
So I'm actually going to Penn State right now.
Oh shit.
So-
Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
Getting my, I'm working on getting my certificate for mechanics. We're both the gassers and diesels.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
can
money.
Do all that.
Fuck yeah.
I got to take this college.
Okay,
That was a.
You can go out there real quick if you need to.
that's fine. So
That's not much.
we live, man, and I love it.
Yeah.
Y'all love it. It's just what
Yeah,
the
what's
fuck
up?
it is, man.
Get with the vibe.
Get with the vibes, man. We just about the vibes. So I mean, outside of the road crew, nothing else major happening? No. Okay. Okay. Well, while he's doing that, let me put this out real quick. It will be relit many times during this shit. You already know it.
We got the
Yeah,
boss.
The boy.
No.
We got the boy.
You what?
Pizza.
Alright.
Oh, excuse me. All right.
What's in the box for today?
So the bucket of ideas, and you guys, I've had every guest do it. So at some point, you know, if you got a question, not if, just fucking write a question. All right.
Yeah.
So at some point, this what these are for. You could get a pen. If you think of a question, just throw it in there. It can be anything.
Alright.
And you might, you know, one day I'll reach in this motherfucker and answer it with another guest, and then you can get their perspective, and it's a whole thing. So yeah, we went to the boy. I officially took his fucking head off. All right? Anything could come out of this motherfucker. We don't know. I'll do the first one, and you draw one, he'll draw one, but don't look at yours yet.
Sounds good. But yeah,
Oh,
no,
wow.
so
What's your favorite pop song? anything could come out of here.
I honestly kind of get music confused, like what songs, because they.
Right.
I go with the vibe, so like.
So like rap, obviously
Yeah.
you could tell the difference, but like a pop would be like a Britney Spears, a Justin Timberlake, a fucking, you know, like a
Little
Ariana
Baby.
Grande.
Little Baby. Come on, you
He
can't be
it can be pop.
And
He can
some of
be
the
pop.
songs.
A little bit. A little
Little
bit.
Just
I would more clarify him more as like rap for sure. Like he can get poppy, like most of them do. They kind of go like back and forth. I think it's more or less like sounds and vibes.
Okay.
But
I think I
shit.
might have one, but
And this is the rule about the bucket thing too. I forgot to say this to all my listeners. If you loyal to the show, you already know. If you don't answer a question from the bucket, you got to take a drink.
all right.
That's how you pass.
I like
You
that.
know,
I
that's
like
how you
that.
pass. So if you don't got a pop song, you could just be like, fuck it.
Okay. Have you heard of the stars called Counting, or the song called Counting Stars? Is that a
Yeah.
pop song?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Counting Stars.
And that's
there
a
we go.
fire ass song.
That is a
I
fire
like
ass
that
See,
song.
I've got several.
Okay.
So that's the
Lay
first
it
one I
on
can
me.
think of that came to my
You
mind.
ever
was that one.
listen to the I don't know how to say his name, like Contrast? If some people have listened to Contrast, he's got a song named Naruto Bluebird Freestyle.
I can't say I've heard it.
Alright, I'll play a little bit for you. That's the song.
Huh. No, I've never heard that.
You know, order pizza?
That? What about YNW Melly?
Definitely rap.
Yeah.
Definitely
Definitely,
rap.
he's got some good songs.
That's a
Yeah.
pizza.
And then you got
Pizza.
the Youngin.
Jetty Youngin, yep,
Yeah,
R.I.P.
him.
What's up?
He's got some pretty good songs, I'm not gonna lie. And then you got another one.
Well, just to get this one out the way, I'm gonna go. My favorite pop song will probably be, and we did it on the last episode. If you watched, you probably already know. Every Step, Every Way by Majid Jordan. First time I heard it was on 2K17. If you know, you know. You gotta go back.
Yeah.
Fucking watch the last episode and you'll see exactly
You
why.
can't be
even
hating
hear it.
on that song.
Yeah, no, that shit is
can't hate.
fire. So that was mine. And once we get done with the question, don't put it back in the bucket. Just throw it in this pile. All of those
I
are going
like
to the
that, I like
incinerator.
Now, let's see here. You can't be hating. You ever watch Teen Titans Go, the
Yeah.
cartoon?
Yeah.
You heard the Catch and Villain song?
I've watched it in passing. Because, like, me personally, like, Teen Titans, it wasn't Teen Titans Go when I was watching it.
It's
was
the
Teen
other Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, Teen Titans Go, my son watches that shit. Yeah.
That's some
Yeah.
shit. That's the
Yeah,
child
it's
issue
like,
right
it's like the,
there. Come
yeah,
on.
it's like the,
Catching Villains was that song, though.
yeah.
I took it all the way.
Okay.
I like that. All right.
And you said Count Stars, right?
Yes. Counting
Okay. So what's your question?
Mine is a movie you think everyone needs to watch at least once.
Shit.
Whoa.
Hey,
There's a lot to unpack there.
You know what? Just a second. I like whoever came up with that question. That's a big shout out from me. That's a good thinker too.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Shout out to whoever wrote that question because I don't know. I know the ones I wrote. I know the ones she wrote. I know the ones that, like, you know, other guests have wrote when I hear them because I'm just photographic like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know who wrote that one.
We gotta get
don't know.
whoever it is.
I'm
I
taking
said
a
we
drink.
need to at least get them in the studio. Come on now.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote that, please hit Darren up and come to the studio
Please
and do that.
Live
took
from
a-
the fair room,
I took a
Spotify,
shot. I don't
iHeartRadio,
care.
and freshly on YouTube. Fuck yeah.
I took a shot.
Shit, I don't know about you, but there's a lot of movies that I've seen growing up. But if it had to be at least one movie, there's two that come to mind. But probably one of the movies has to be the Fast and Furious.
Really?
At least one of them.
Okay.
You can't
See, I was
as long as
thinking
it's-
more like American History X or like fucking like a movie that I feel would, like, if you've seen the movie from beginning to end, like, it kind of, if you don't already think this way, it can reshape how you view the world.
Yeah.
Sure.
them type of movies. That's like when I heard that question, that's what I'm thinking. Like, but if Fast and Furious, I'm not, no judgment, bro. Like, no judgment.
Yeah.
But like, when I thought of that question, I was really trying to think like, what? Because that's a fucking question. Like, fuck, like. You could go with Fast and the Furious, though.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, like,
even though, yes, people are probably going to say it, but it's a sequel. I understand it's a sequel.
Just one, though.
But it has to, there's one that I will constantly watch from beginning to end. 100% of the time would be Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, I did like that one.
That one was a good one.
That one. And honestly, I think I stopped after Tokyo Drift.
I like Tokyo Drift.
I stopped because,
like,
I get it. A lot of movies have done a lot of fucking movies all over and over and over and over. Like, Scary Movie has how many? 5 or 6 or whatever? Some shit like that. Saw has a fucking bunch. Freddy and all that. Jason, they got a fucking bunch. They just fucking killed Michael finally. Like, he was fucking killing for over fucking 20 years. Like, in the box office.
Chucky. That's some Chucky shit right there.
Yeah, for real though. Like, that, I mean... Truthfully, like, I think if I had to say it, it would be one of those, like, truly groundbreaking movies, like Crash, or, like, fucking, what the fuck, like, Slumdog Millionaire, or, like,
shit.
For real, bro, like, I'm thinking of movies that, like, when you see them, you, like, somebody went through that, they survived that, like, it's kind of like... watching a movie that has the same properties, the same eye-open properties as like fucking Shrooms or something.
Yeah.
Like when you watch them fucking movies, them certain movies just hit you here, and you be like, at the end of it, you just like, well, I'm not like that, like, or you're like, damn, I'm like that.
I can really connect to that
like,
movie.
yeah. So like that, when I heard that question, that's where my mind went.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you couldn't hate on it.
Like, like
you think about how many good movies there are out there, and you think about how many times they're gonna try to recreate that in a different way.
Right.
You couldn't recreate the original ones with the main actors that made the movie that good.
Yeah.
And that's where some sequels go wrong too. Like, but that one was actually good. Like Too Fast, Too Furious, that shit was great.
That was a good one. That's my movie.
Yeah,
right
that
there.
was like one of my favorites. Yeah.
I always see this video, specifically the clip.
Yeah.
Of where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson came in, and I can't remember the one dude's name, but it's when they're at that cookout.
They're at the cookout.
Oh yeah.
And he said, "Hey, you better hide the baby oil." And he said, "You better hide that big ass forehead."
Yeah.
That is the iconic clip that you will always see on TikTok.
Because Ludacris actually laughed.
It
was like improvised.
Yeah,
that wasn't like
he goes, "You won't say it," and he goes, Mia, you better have that baby oil, and Dwayne's like, "Better have that big ass forehead," and that was
so unexpected.
It was unscripted, and it was just as a joke, and it was kept in the sequel.
Think about how many movies, though, since we're on that topic for a little bit. Think about how many movies, though, have done that.
Yeah.
Where it's unscripted. They're some people won't realize it, but yeah, some of these, as they're making the movie, you would think, oh no, that was scripted. I almost guarantee you.
I can talk about one myself. Avengers, the first one, the first Avengers movie. Tony Stark, he kept hiding snacks across the sets, and the directors didn't want him to eat snacks, and he kept doing it. So in the first Avengers movie, when you see him snacking, it's unscripted.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking fire. And that's what people look for, like them Easter eggs and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, like the shit you gotta really pay attention to, the behind the scenes shit. And I think that's why, not to make it about me, but I think that's why this platform is so important, because like I say it and I say it again, how many chances are you gonna get to go to like a podcast like Joe Rogan? Or like, you gotta kind of be up there.
Yeah.
Like you gotta kind of, and like I feel like this platform is for just like people like you and me. Where we can really come and shoot the shit. And then this is gonna go on the internet. Something we say here tonight could potentially go fucking viral.
Yeah.
That's always like, and that's the beauty of social media too.
Yeah.
But there's also like, I posted a shit ton of clips on TikTok earlier, and I already started getting like hate comments and shit, bro. You gotta be a strong-minded person to like put that shit on mute.
Hey, but that's the thing though.
For
what
real.
what I always like to think is people be hating because you're succeeding, and it's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, and they can
Like,
see it. They don't like it.
They don't like that
Yeah.
you're succeeding on what they be dreaming of for years. It's
And
like,
I hope I'm not smoking y'all out. Y'all just
nah,
let me
come
know.
on, man. You know I'll
Okay.
be fucking hitting this shit.
Fuck
You think
yeah,
I give a
alright, fuck
shit?
yeah,
Come on.
alright, fuck yeah.
Okay, we ready for this last
But I'm a
question?
good host, yes. Go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Favorite conspiracy theory?
Favorite conspiracy theory? He's already jumping out of his seat. Let's lay it on him. What's the conspiracy theory?
What's yours?
Okay. People out there in the world, these are my opinions. You can go research any of this stuff yourself. Google is a real thing. Okay, so the craziest 3 years in American history, I say it and I'll say it and I'll say it again, 1912, 1913, 1914. Let me tell you the shiestiest cover-up / beginning of a war ever. So this is what happens. 1912, Titanic, right?
Yeah.
All the world's richest, wealthiest people are scheduled to be on the Titanic. Even J.P. Morgan and Rockefeller. But when the Titanic left the dock, guess who wasn't on it? J.P. Morgan and Rockefeller. Everybody knows what happened to the Titanic. 1913, our Federal Reserve was created, right?
Yeah.
Guess who was in the funding of
Rockefeller.
that?
And J.P. Morgan.
Okay, 1914, guess what's happening?
America's still going.
And World War One.
You know, the
It ain't
favorite.
like, and people say like, no, that's coincidence. That's not that. I mean,
Look it
it's
up.
proven,
The
motherfucker.
facts.
Like, it's really not a conspiracy at this point, but I just like to push
You
it.
can't
push
hide
it.
the facts. When
No,
the
you
facts
can't.
are presented,
When the
Yeah.
facts are
you
there,
can't try to
Mhm.
bury the truth. But that's the thing is one conspiracy. Like this is going off the very first thing that you said about the Titanic. There have been countless videos. I don't know how many videos. There's probably way too many to count. That people have been saying that apparently the Titanic that sank wasn't actually the Titanic.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
just
it was
speaking.
like-
I
it was
can't.
like the
I
Olympic-
can't
Olympic
say
one?
for myself.
The Olympia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that
think
it's
I've
actually
heard
true,
about that.
but that is just what's been going on. Now, my favorite conspiracy theory
Real
is
quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whether or not it was the Olympia, and if I'm saying the name wrong and you know the actual name, put it in the comments, correct me. I can be corrected. I'm just talking to some friends, motherfuckers. Fuck my tangent. If it was the Titanic or the Olympia, strong brain. If it was the Titanic or the Olympia, all the richest people died. Whether it don't matter what the fuck ship it was, really.
Yeah.
They all that the mission was complete. Whether so like I've
If it was
heard
a
about
setup or
that,
not, yeah.
but I'm like that's a distraction because either way the people fucking died. Whether it was the Bimpa, the Lupa, the Dupa, whatever it was, that bitch is on the bottom, and those submarine divers that went to go see it, not really dead. Maybe they are. What we will never fucking know because when you go that deep, you don't explode, you implode.
Yeah.
Everything in there was crushed instantly, blah, 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 blah. If you know anything about the depths of the fucking ocean and
Which
how
we don't.
far you can physically go as a fucking carbon life form.
Yeah.
Okay,
Couldn't
that's
have.
very,
Couldn't have.
Or they could be somewhere off with all their fucking money because they are presumed dead and don't owe nobody shit.
That could be a thing.
That's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
That's the
Maybe they
conspiracy.
didn't fucking die. Maybe they're off in fucking wherever the fuck on an island that they already had prepared once they faked their deaths.
Yeah.
And they're living tax free and don't owe nobody shit and they got billions of dollars.
Yeah.
That's a theory that could possibly be a conspiracy.
That is true.
You know, because like who they recovered wreckage and all this shit. If they recovered things, you wouldn't see like physical matter because of what happens when you go that low.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't be able to. Dang, there's an eyeball. Like, man, that shit. If you're in, you explode while it's imploding. You know, like it's instantaneous, There is no, there is no
It's not
time
slow.
to pray. It's bam. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think about how many species that actually can go a lot further than us that
Yeah.
live in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they say like, and I could once again be butchering this, but I think they say at least 70% of the ocean hasn't been like discovered or some shit.
I think
Some-
it's 95.
I'm sure
but
we
I
got
could be
some
wrong.
biologists and all that.
Yeah,
that's
that's
in
out
there.
there.
That's probably
So,
listening. That could
going
give us some
crazy,
feedback
like,
to
it's
kind of help us out.
88, idiot.
Off what you were talking about by the Titanic, but from mine, for like a theory I've been thinking is, why did NASA start off by exploring the ocean, only explored about 5, 10, 15% of the ocean, however much it was, could be mistaken. Y'all can do your research. I don't want to. But why did NASA go from searching the ocean to trying to get us off this planet? What are they hiding?
I think that space exploration has always been like in our minds, because like what the fuck was his name, like Socrates, and like even back in the Greeks when they did like astrology and like stargazing and like like trying to, they even had like telescope devices back then and shit, like they were interested in the cosmos. So like I feel like we just took it a step further than they could because of the advances of technology.
And there's even going to be more.
It's going to be more than
once
that.
we.
Yeah, like once we're gone, like they were already talking about the like Elon Musk and the Neuralink.
Yeah.
And initially, this is a thing they're gonna implant in your head, and it's supposed to help people with like disabilities regain certain functions from this thing that they put in your head. Like I don't remember everything, and I could be butchering it. Like it could be the cure to many life-threatening, life-term ailments that people have, which would be fucking phenomenal.
Would you think that it could like stop the cause from future generations?
No, because I think that has something
It's
to
still
do with
like
genetics.
Yeah.
Okay. But they working on that too.
I
They
would
working
be,
on
I mean,
that too.
Shit, if they could come up with that type of shit that can like stop it right then and there.
Elon
That'd
Musk
be
is a genius. A lot of people give him slack. See, this is the thing. When you hit billions, people really don't like that, because it's like an unfathomable amount of money. And like at the root of it, when you hate a billionaire, you're like, well, fuck this dude, all this fucking money, or fuck her, all this fucking money. That's like, you're like, what the fuck? Like they could give everybody $10. Like, yeah, and I had this. It wasn't even an argument. It was a debate with my lady when she was on, because she feels strongly against billionaires and that most of them are corrupt, and you can't become a billionaire. Maybe you can, my opinion, without a little bit of blood on your hands, without a little bit of snaking somebody out, or stealing somebody's information, or fucking whatever the fuck. You had to snake your way to the top at some point. You had to do something that was a little unethical at some point. That's my belief. Yeah. So with that being said, now if you accrued this money, man, I'm not really mad, because like,
I mean,
not everybody can make $1 billion.
Nah, but you gotta think about some of the people who actually worked as hard as they could to at least reach the potential that they were striving.
Yeah. Yep.
So you can't be really hating on a whole lot of billionaires, because you can't say
for it. Yeah.
some of them worked for it. Some of them just screwed somebody over.
Yeah.
So there's a whole list of things that could go over about all that.
Yeah, for sure. Like, man, because, like, I don't know. I get that capitalism is a thing. I get that, like, there's just all different type of what people would consider to be barriers in life, obstacles. But it's always about how you treat people. At the end of the day, like, it's about how you treat people. It's about how you go about earning respect. It's multiple like facets that make up what it is to be a really good person. But then when you add money into it, money is the root of all evil. So like, money corrupts good. You just gotta learn to fucking
keep striving.
Yeah, you gotta learn to, cause like I'm sure there's statistically as many bad, there has to be a percentage of good.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's some people that just really made the right moves and really invested at the right times and really, you know, like, just like built a portfolio up to fucking accrue $1 billion.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, for real. Like, if you're a truly genuine person and you made $1 billion, I'm happy for you. Pat on the fucking back.
Yeah.
For real. Like, especially those stories like Mark Cuban, the Dallas Mavericks owner, you know, like in college, him and his buddies made a little kickstart, and then like it made them enough money for him to buy a team, and then he honed that team until it was worth billions, and now he sold that team for a multitude of billions, and now, like, you know, like, that's a fucking fire story, bro. You started from a kickstart that y'all put all of y'all savings into, and now you're a billionaire. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking mad at that. You know, like,
that's
the dream.
That's always like a one in a million chance of
It
being
is.
hitting.
It is. Yeah.
So
yeah,
for that to happen for him, good job. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like for the instance of you, this podcast, you gave it a shot.
Yep.
You're trying to do it.
Trying to do it.
Maybe in 5 years. You have maybe
You
like
could
Snoop
be,
Dogg, Eminem on the thing if you work your way
Hey,
up.
you know what? Snoop Dogg though is an idol. He is
Yeah.
he is a legend.
And I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right here, right now. I can smoke, but I can't. Like, I couldn't. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now.
His potential.
Yeah, like, I can't.
People be trying to say.
It's some
I
people
guarantee
that's
it's
close,
happening
I
right now
believe.
too on the podcast. People be listening, be like, "Oh yeah, no, I could live up
I
to
can.
that."
Yeah, I can outsmoke Snoop.
You couldn't outsmoke Snoop. You couldn't even smoke as much as Snoop.
No.
Not
You,
even a
I don't
close.
know how fucking you must. My favorite saying now. Can you shift gears, or are you just gonna be stuck and stupid for the rest of your fucking life? 'Cause knowing some people, I know I'm gonna probably be getting hated on,
No.
but
That was beautiful.
this is what I seen. I'm sure people have seen this. Can you shift fucking gears, or are you gonna be stuck and stupid for the rest of your life? I'm adding some stuff in there, but everybody's seen or have met people that have just lost their fucking mental state somehow. I mean, take it from me. I'm not the smartest guy in the fucking wood chopper, but shit. I can think outside the box. If I gotta go a little haywire and shit to get the job done, I will.
Oh well.
I may look like
I
I'm
wrote
stuck
that
and
down.
stupid, but I can get the job done because
Yeah,
my
I like
favorite
that.
thing is
Yeah.
I'll fuck around or I'll find out. That's how it is. I even got a tattoo on my
Yeah.
shoulder to prove it. I'll show it later.
Fuck yeah.
But shit, I mean, sometimes you gotta be, you gotta do how you gotta do
it.
it.
How you gotta do it. Yeah. Like, and man, I just think like, shout out my mom. Shout out Mom Dukes. This is her fucking shit. I think that's why I get some slack at work. And this is the thing. I don't use this platform to slander or, you know, like, this is a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but we do speak on it, but I don't use direct names. I don't use direct locations. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to, you know, like, hold the anonymousness of it. And I know it's another word for that, but I'm going with anonymousness. Alright?
We're not here to banner on
Yeah,
people.
no, but like,
Like, we just got our own opinions about
Yeah.
how some people do
Yeah.
stuff. And
And-
we'd rather not try to get in the legal side of stuff.
yeah,
and have them
exactly,
try to be
exactly.
like, oh, I don't
exactly.
appreciate what you did. It's like,
Exactly.
look, this is where I just sat on the subject.
Yeah.
You can't be hating for it because
Exactly.
it really gets into the speech.
Holy shit, I wasn't paying attention. Spotify, I fucking love you guys. We are gonna continue on YouTube. And I didn't mean to cut my boy Burke off. You guys got anything you want to say to Spotify real quick? Nothing? Anything?
Hey, you know what? Like I said, live life, have fun, fuck around, find out.
Hell yeah. What about you, Bishi?
I'm just gonna go on the same boat as him. Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around, find out. Keep going on YouTube, y'all. If y'all here with us on YouTube, keep going.
Yeah, we got one last thing. If you don't fuck around a little bit in life, what are you missing?
That's right. Finish strong. There we go. Alright, so we done with Spotify. Spotify's gonna do its thing. Shout out Spotify. Mwah, I love y'all. Y'all was the start for my shit. And I'm gonna continue to feed you content. But we're gonna keep going on YouTube and we can keep going.
Hey, but for the viewers who are just coming off Spotify and coming on to YouTube, you have not missed very much yet.
Not yet.
So y'all are just in luck.
And I remember your question was yellow, wasn't it? I think it was a yellow one. Orange? Okay.
Yeah, I got to put this over here.
Alright.
That was, yeah. I think it was orange at least.
Can you grab one? We ran up out of the boy.
But one thing I want to talk about before we get to it,
Okay.
is what are your thoughts about Jason Kelsey retiring from football? What are your thoughts about it?
Time is time.
Yeah.
You know, like
He had a good run.
Yeah.
Like every single
got
known
some Super Bowls under his belt.
I think he had one. I think because it was 2017.
Yep, when they beat us, the Patriots.
It was the Patriots.
Yeah, it was
I'm
the
pretty
Patriots.
sure
Yeah, I'm a
Patriots,
Patriots fan. Go Patriots, motherfucker! I keep leaning back. YouTube, I'm so fucking sorry. When I go back and look at this later, I'm gonna realize that when I lean back, I kind of cut myself out the camera. But I'm just vibing and like we having a good fucking time. So from the bottom of this heart, I apologize. Love y'all. All right, we keep
Yeah,
rocking.
there's that tattoo up saying.
Fuck yeah.
Good old fuck around,
I'm
find
getting,
out.
I'm getting
Hell
a little
yeah.
warm in here myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's good,
We
it's
ain't
good.
melting. It's okay.
It's old Mr. Maker. Mr. Maker is catching up to you. That's why you sip it slow. You know, you just you
Wow,
know,
I'm slipping slow.
yeah, you just vibe with it. You know, like
Oh,
really
yeah.
when my mouth
You
gets
haven't
too
seen
dry, I
that
just-
new tattoo.
Mm.
Got the good old Paul Walker with that R34 Skyline.
Hell yeah.
R.I.P.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I want to like pay my respects right now to the family of Paul Walker and especially Kobe Bryant's family. R.I.P.
yeah.
Rest in peace.
Let's have a moment of silence for them real quick. Hold on, if I could just get this turned down first. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
They will forever be known for their legacy.
Yeah, he with us.
There it is, right here. You can't see it, but he's got a picture. He's
Yeah, I
got a
know.
whole thing right here.
Yeah, he with us. Yeah. I got a bunch of little gadgets up there. Like I tried to really like just deck it out with like,
Hey, that's what it is. He got that banger shit going.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
it.
Let's go. Let's go into the next question. You ready for it?
One of y'all can start.
I
Go
got
ahead.
it. Okay. One villain that you agree with.
One villain anybody can agree with. If you want YouTube, please start dropping that in the comments. What is the one villain you can actually compare yourself with and agree with?
That's tough. And I keep leaning back. I love y'all. Fuck, one villain?
I don't know. I have like a few popping in my head, but I don't know if I agree with them. I just kind of like feel them. Feel like
Like, I'm trying to
their
think
side.
of villains. That's a tough one.
That's a good one. Shout out to that question too.
That's the question. One villain you agree with.
Fuck, dude, one villain you agree with?
Is it? Can they see that?
No.
Probably. A little closer. Right there. Alright, stop.
One villain you can agree with.
Yeah.
That is a hard ass question.
That is a good question.
Right.
Whoever's name that is, whoever wrote that question and the previous question we talked about,
Conspiracy
Shout out to
theory
you.
one.
the conspiracy theory. Drop it down in the comments. What is your name so we can get you in the studio?
For real.
Oh, fuck. One villain you agree with? Because, like, you can't sit up here and say you agree with the villain if they doing, like, some mass murder type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's
mean-
got to be, like, not so cynical. It's got to be,
I
like...
mean, it could be a good thing. Now the one thing.
No, you know what? For the
one
sake of
person-
this question, we just gonna answer it how we feel because it's
Yeah.
the question. Like it's
So,
not like
I
how.
mean, if it was for me, I could kind of understand where the Joker's coming from. This.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was gonna
The
say.
Joker-
The Joker.
I know
Or-
the Joker. Like some people be like, that dude's mad. He's mad for a reason. I almost guarantee you that he went through some of the same shit. It doesn't have to be the exact same shit.
But
it could have
as
been
a
the-
lot of people.
As
Yeah.
a lot of people,
Yeah.
a lot of people could go through exactly what the
Yeah.
Joker did.
And
Yeah.
it's and like
And you think about how he went, how he's been going against Batman. If you've ever watched any of the Batman movies,
yeah.
how he lost his parents when he was a kid. The Joker is like the number one villain.
Yeah.
That will be connected to Batman.
To Batman, yeah. That's like
There's a few.
like
that I
Lex
can think of.
Luthor is Superman's arch enemy.
Yeah.
You know, like Black Manta is Aquaman's arch enemy. Like
Yeah, like,
Joker is Batman's arch enemy. Yeah.
Like the Kung Fu Panda, the pose, the bird one. What is his name? From Kung Fu Panda, the bird,
the bird.
like the bird, the peacock. Can't think of his name,
I can't think of it either.
but you know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't
Like,
think of his name.
the
You're
one-
talking about the panda's dad?
I'm about
Not
to
the
look
panda's
it
dad,
up. I'm about
the-
to look it
the-
up. Hold
The
on.
peacock
Yeah,
that
you
took
can
his
look it
parent, that took Poe's parents from him.
Fuck, it's been so long.
But
Since
the
I seen
one
any
the
of
one line
those.
I think of from Kung Fu Panda is
Lord Shin.
Lord
Okay.
Shin.
Shin.
So Lord,
Yeah.
the one line I think of from Lord Shin is how are you still going on through life? I could be wrong, don't judge me, but how do you keep going forward? I took your parents from you, or some crap like that. And he goes, because no matter how much pain I'm in, it's something I live with.
Right.
It's a scar. Yeah, it's a scar, but you live with scars.
Right.
I could be wrong. I'm just
And there's
trying
so
to remember
many
it.
iterations of the Joker as well.
Yeah.
You know, so like the main one that everybody knows, you know, like that's the one I'm primarily talking about, and I'm sure you guys are too. We don't agree with the homicidal aspect,
Yeah.
so to speak, but how society treats people with differences or people with mental issues, because we are not infantile in the knowing of mental illness and all that, but it's not like it's something we've known about for hundreds of years, because like when
Yeah.
somebody had schizophrenia back in like the 1800s, they didn't know how to fucking deal with that.
Even PTSD.
Yeah,
Think
they
about
didn't know how to
PTSD
deal with that. They just like, this
You think-
motherfucker's crazy, but they had no, you know, and maybe
Yeah.
they did, and I'm wrong. Maybe I need to go a little further back, and I like to do that a lot because like we got, you know,
Like you
keyboard
think about
warriors,
like in the wars, like World War One,
Fake
World War
woke
Two,
people.
where people have PTSD, even in Vietnam and like all these wars that we've had, like there have been people who have PTSD.
Yeah,
And it's like
for
me,
sure.
even me, like today, like when I went to basic in San Diego for the Marine Corps, like
Yeah.
I've still got like that shit where like I was talking to a friend of mine who's actually in the Army right now, in the National Guard or something like that.
Right.
And we were talking, and I was even telling her, I was like, you know what, the one thing that always has got to get me is the fact that I always think about the drill instructors that will pop out of nowhere, because there are certain things in the military that you like that they train you not to do.
Right.
And it's like you got to be like, because they keep you on your toes
Okay.
every single day. Like people be like, well, you guys get up early and you guys go to sleep at a certain time. It's like, yeah, because the war is never going to stop. There's
Right.
always going to be that one person that's going to be lurking that's like, I got an idea, let's get it going. And like that, it's how it works really. Like we can't control that.
Right.
And some people be like, what can we do to help people in that situation?
And that's a tough question, because like a lot of people in the world today lack empathy. When it come down to it, like, you know, it's a lot of people, what the hell is the name of it? Bystander effect. Where the motherfucker will be doing this, instead of like
helping.
Yeah. And like man, that's why like social media is good, but it has a
it
lot
can
of,
also tear a lot of people down.
Yeah, dude, and like that's why like I said, I posted some TikTok clips and I already got some hate, and like me, I don't take it that way because I got very tough skin. I come from a very dark place and I made it here today to tell y'all about it, you know, and like you ain't gonna take me down. You feel it actually turned me up for real. I was like, hell yeah.
You using that as fuel.
Hell yeah, because you took time out your day to say something negative like, oh yeah, I got something here. I got something here. Yeah.
Let's get it done.
Yeah, so like, hey, I got tough skin. It don't matter what you say. You can't tear me down. I know where I'm trying to go. And unfortunately, you won't be there when I get there.
Hell yeah.
You feel me?
You still gonna be at the bottom of the totem pole at the very end, because I'm gonna succeed.
And I wish you well, though. Don't get it twisted. I wish you well.
Hey,
even though you wish hate on me.
Even I'll give this to them too.
Yeah.
You can keep doing it, because you will never succeed in trying to break me down.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you come at me,
Self-reflection
I'm
is
gonna keep
important.
going. And see, that's where I see myself too, because I was very prideful about this.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what, I'm doing a great deed, and like even if people ask, it's like, well, why'd you decide to join the military?
Yeah.
It wasn't. Granted, yes, it was because I wanted to serve my country, but it's because I chose the military for self-discipline.
Yeah.
Because in my personal,
like find out more about yourself.
yeah, so find out like what my weaknesses are, what my strengths are, and to just really take an aspect of like, what can I use this mental stress that I've been put through? Because if you think about it, it's 13 weeks long. That's how long basic is.
Right.
But if you cut out the 1 week that you have for receiving, where you're getting processed in, that cuts it down to 12 weeks. But then at the very end of your boot camp, where you do the crucible, it's a 52 to 54 hour thing.
Yeah.
You're getting like 2, 3, 4 hours of sleep, because they're putting you under conditional stress. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And because they're putting
it's meant to like break you down.
It's really meant to break you down.
Yeah.
But it's also because they're also seeing how much have you learned throughout the 10 weeks of actual training that will get you that title. Because in other branches, I'm not hating on other branches. Like you could probably hear me around town saying, "Oh, fuck the Air Force, fuck the Navy." It's not that I'm hating. It's just that I want to see how many people are actually gonna say, "You know what? I'm gonna prove you wrong. This military can be a lot better." Yeah, but that's just for me. No hate needed. I'm not trying to hate. That's just, I'm a crown eater from heart, is my opinion. Like, you can prove me wrong all you want.
Here's the thing. It's part of the times. It's part of the culture, where like, once again, we come back to social media, and it's like everybody's opinion should be valued, you know, because everybody can bring something to the table. But if what you're bringing to the table is negativity, then I mean, you are not even that. Like, if you're bringing negativity to the table and expecting it to blossom into something positive,
it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you've already lost.
You've already fucked up.
Yeah, you've already lost.
Yeah.
You know, because eventually you can't keep saying the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to have a different approach. If you're trying to sell me the same story for 10 years, and I can physically see this person is growing, this person has success, you sound delusional. You know, it's like, dude, like, hey, you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you here, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you can't, no. So you can't keep just, you know, and then think about that. You can't keep saying the same story. You can't keep saying the same shit. So you mean to tell me you gotta actually get creative in your hating?
Yeah.
Turn that around to your own positivity and look what you could do.
Yeah.
You literally gotta be creative to hate on me. The energy you are spending to do that could be put towards your own endeavors, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah. Like, for me, like, personally, like, everyone has their own depression, but, like, everyone fights it. Me, I kind of struggle with trying to keep myself up.
Yeah.
But every time I get knocked down, like, if I get knocked down 6 times, I'm going to stand up 7 times. I'm going to get back to it.
Yeah.
Fuck it
yeah.
if I'm depressed. You can change how much you're depressed by. Yeah, maybe I struggle with it. Maybe you struggle with it. Maybe you struggle with it. But it's how much you can put back to it to put a smile on your face. What you can do to change that depression.
Yeah.
It's based on how much energy you feel putting into it.
I will say, like, the cases of depression varies.
Yeah.
Because there are some people who are like so crippled by it that they can't even get out of bed.
Yeah.
You know, like, and
which
to
sucks.
people, and it's like, that's the thing I said earlier, empathy.
Yeah.
People see that and they instantly like, oh, it's bullshit. Get up. You know, but like, I'm sorry. Are you a neuroscientist? Like,
Yeah.
do you understand the brain and how it works? Like do you understand chemical imbalances?
You even gotta
like,
think about like what are they
saying?
going through on a daily basis?
Yeah.
Like, can you actually put yourself in their shoes to understand what they're going through?
I think, and I could be wrong, this is my opinion, my psychology on boot camp, no matter the branch. Everybody that signs up for the military, when they come in, don't always come in with the type of trauma that is needed. And it's like necessary fear, necessary trauma. If you've never been punched in your life, what are you going to do when you get shot at?
Yeah.
You know, like reaction time. Like, I think part of that process in the breaking you down is not to like demean you. It's not to, it's like to literally push you to the physical limits of your mind.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's not just
the
for
physical is a plus, because by the end of it,
yeah.
you'll be ready. You'll be fucking, and that's the beauty of it too. But I think that was the real psychology, to like induce
that
a
stress.
controlled trauma zone. Yeah, because like you have to. Not everybody that signs up. You know, some people are coming from like nothing.
Yeah.
Some people are coming from being an athlete, and some people are coming from, you know, like all walks of life.
Yeah.
But I think at the baseline, it's to put you through a controlled tornado.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if you can survive it, then you should be able to adapt to any scenario you are in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just the boot camp that I
yeah.
went through. It's every single military branch, because they want to see, because they're trying to train you for this scenario.
Yeah.
Of, okay, so when I am in this type of scenario, where it happens to be overseas, or even in this nation, we don't know what could happen in the next 5 years or however long.
You never know what it could be in the next month.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
But they're trying to put you in that type of scenario of what do I do? What have I learned from basic training out of all branches? What have I learned? How can I keep my cool to be like, because it's gonna be like that. Like, you can't just stand up real quick and be like, time out, I need to think about what I gotta do. Nah.
It's not a thinking process.
It's not a thinking process.
It's about reaction.
It's a reaction time. And they
like,
want you to be up, ready, all right, time to go, time to do this. Like,
one small mistake could cost
a life.
Yeah, a life or multiple lives. Like, one mistake could cost you 6 or 7 people you were with that you were just with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it happens like that.
Or yourself.
And I mean, I think that's what it's for at the end of the day. Like, it's
even like people that are
controlled trauma zone, you know, to like get you ready, because like I don't know how it is to be a prisoner of war, because I've never gone to war. I've never, you know, like the people that come back from tours and like the veterans, I feel like, and I could be speaking out of turn, but I feel like all of the veterans that I know have struggled since they've been back. You know, and the VA only helps so much. But like a lot of them struggle, and like a lot of them have disabilities that need greater medical attention.
Yeah.
And like I said, I could be speaking out of turn. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, but from the people I've encountered, that is not a narrative. That's what they're literally going through.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna put their names out. I don't like doing that. I don't do names.
Yeah,
But
because like you gotta
know who you are,
you
and I
gotta
love
think
y'all.
about like the all the trauma, because like it could be boot camp, it could
Yeah.
be the actual like serving overseas, coming back and actually getting back into the
One
old
of them,
lifestyle.
like I said, I don't do names, not to cut you off, but one of them is actually the one that I know is missing one of his legs from like it getting blown off.
Yeah,
you
from,
know
like,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like real shit.
Because
like,
you got to think about like it is a lot harder to transition from serving and like going to boot camp, going to actual serve, and then coming back.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder because you're already used to like all the things that have happened.
Which can we? Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Like it's a lot harder because you think, oh, the military probably isn't that bad. You
Yeah.
don't know
You don't
that
actually
shit.
do it.
You
Yeah.
haven't seen
Yeah.
the amount of shit and how hard it is to cope back into civilian life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody's gonna be hating like, oh, how like it can't be that bad. Like shit, like I said earlier.
Here's a hot take. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Even me now, like since I went to boot camp, I came back. I still feel like there's a drill instructor around that when I'm doing like because you can't talk with your hands,
Yeah.
you can't do a whole lot of shit,
Yeah.
and
You
like,
can't be
you have to have your hair cut
Yeah.
all the time. Like
Yeah.
they have a buzz cut and shit, they could probably start growing their hair out.
Yeah.
But it's like the thing about how much I have learned over in San Diego and
Right.
coming back.
Right.
Like it's still a coping thing that is happening. Everybody who's served. I'm not trying to make this focus on me, but
No,
all my
talk your shit.
veterans, all my like friends and family who've actually served, I can actually look and stand in that position and be like, I can at least understand
Yeah.
the brothers and sisters who have served and are still serving.
Yeah.
It is not easy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It is a
my
hard
aunt
ass
is a
life
drill
to
instructor.
live.
Yeah.
My aunt is a drill instructor, or a drill sergeant, I should say. I think she's stationed somewhere in Tennessee. She was in South Korea for a minute. She's been in the military for I don't know how many years, and that's a shame. I don't know, but I know it's probably been more than 7 or 8 for sure.
Yeah.
Like, she's been in there a minute. Like,
Oh yeah.
She was in South Korea for like maybe a year and a half. Hey TT, love you.
But kind of off of like what you were saying earlier, like people think, oh, firemen, ooh, police officers, or nurses or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, their job's easy.
No.
No, it's
They're
not.
they're not.
not.
It's not. And they want to.
It
They
doesn't
want
even have to really be
just the
fire,
military.
like the fire department,
Yeah.
the police department. It could be any type of like even construction works and stuff like that. There can be so many things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you think about like the cops, like how dangerous their job can get
Yeah.
with the shootings and the looting and the murder and all that.
Be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
It's not. It is. It's really hard.
Yeah. My thing is like people say, oh,
Get over it.
people are like, oh, but police officers, oh, we don't like the police or whatever. Like, they do a job to protect us from stuff.
I'm gonna
And they
just
don't-
take a spot real quick. He'll be back, so I'll move back. There's no worries.
And they don't get enough credit for what they do. Like some cops, yes, they will, but others, I honestly don't think they get enough credit. Like the ones who go into a shooter.
Who don't actually abuse their power.
Yeah.
Because
Who go in there
that's
to-
the thing, is so many people want to say, oh, cops abuse their power. Now, that's not every single cop. Let's just make that perfectly clear. Most cops want to do their job. They have a sacred oath that they have taken.
All
Hey, there's my boy Darren right
Hey,
there.
hey.
You already
Keeping
know.
it warm for me, brother.
Yeah, you already
Yes,
know.
sir,
Gotta get it done. Yes,
Fuck
sir.
yeah.
Let's get the fuck over now. Yes,
All right. Yeah, so the kid, he don't give a shiznit that I was in the podcast. He's just waking up from his nap, which kind of went over, but I understand why mommy let him go over. So we deal with it. We love you. We love y'all. Let's go.
You want to talk the next question? Get it going?
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
Let's get her done. Let's get her rolling. What's the next question?
If you were on death row, what would be your last meal?
Fuck.
Ah,
What would be my
that
last
is a
meal?
really good question. If you were on death row, what would be your
I
last
was
meal?
on death row.
It would. I honestly,
What would be my last?
honestly,
That
me,
is a
me in
good
particular, it would be a full rack of baby back ribs
Okay, talk to me.
and some mashed potatoes with gravy,
It's gotta be with that sweet baby Ray's though, ain't
And then-
nothing else.
and then some French.
Sweet baby Ray's.
Did you hear that? Sweet baby Ray's and nothing else.
And then
You
some
heard it
French-
here first. That's,
And then some French fries.
give me one again.
French
I don't
fries,
care
mac and
who.
cheese.
I don't care
I'm sorry,
who you
BC.
are.
I'm sorry.
It's good.
That was like when you dropped the bomb.
He said a
sweet
whole
baby
rack.
Ray's, but a whole
I said
rack.
baby back
The
ribs.
baby back ribs.
I don't care who you are.
Don't
if you
care.
don't hate, if you be hating on baby back
If you
ribs,
hating on baby backs,
you need to get your fucking priorities straight,
get
man.
your
Come
priorities
on.
straight.
Don't be hating on baby back ribs.
Sweet baby Ray's is the barbecue sauce, not Kraft. Don't listen here. Don't offer me no fucking open pit. Don't do it. All right.
I know we're gonna have some comments saying
Yeah.
what is wrong with
What's
y'all
wrong
with
with
baby
Kraft?
back.
So
Listen.
Hell,
Let me
I
finish.
grew up
Okay, go
eating
ahead. Go
on
ahead.
that shit.
Okay.
You couldn't change my mind if you wanted to.
So it's baby back ribs, mashed potatoes with gravy,
Okay.
French fries, and mac and cheese.
Okay.
That would be my final meal.
Okay. Fuck yeah.
'Cause
No
that-
dessert.
Dessert,
Cause this your final meal. Like me personally,
Oreo cheesecake.
I'm going 3 courses in one sitting.
Hell,
I'm going
You
3.
know what?
Cause like listen, this my last
taking-
one.
I'm taking my sweet ass time
This is
doing
my
it
last
too.
one. Man,
And they ain't gonna
like-
put no timer on that.
yeah, no. So
Hell
what's
no.
your spread? Cause I'm gonna tell you mine. You what you thinking?
What we thinking for you, DJ?
For me, all right. So for my breakfast portion, I want a Colorado omelet
Okay.
with some home fries.
All
All
right.
right, with some cheese and onions in them motherfucker. And I want 3 sausage patties.
All
I
right.
want 4 pieces of bacon,
Okay.
crisply fried, with a side of fucking blueberry waffles and some syrup. For my fucking lunch portion, all right, I want a fucking Italian sub with the motherfucking works and some waffle fries.
Ooh.
I want the vinaigrette dip for my motherfucking Italian sub with a motherfucking ice cold Coca-Cola. For my motherfucking dinner, I want a fully loaded baked potato. I don't even fuck with steak, but I want a fucking medium rare steak with the motherfucking fixings. I want the roll. I want fucking lobster. I don't even eat lobster. I want fucking spaghetti. I want 10 hot wings.
Hell yeah.
10 hot wings. Macaroni and cheese. Alright? Some yams.
Right there with the mac and cheese.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
for my fucking dessert, I want banana pudding. I want
Yep.
sweet potato pie.
Yep.
I want some motherfucking red velvet because it's gonna be the last time I'm gonna ever taste that shit.
Yeah.
And I want some mint chocolate chip ice cream.
And you know what? You need to be preaching that shit, man.
And I tell
Hell
you
yeah.
what, boy, if y'all heard all that, hey, am I smashing or what? Fuck is you talking about? I'm
That is some
smashing.
shit. You know what?
I
I'm a-
might die before they can fucking inject me
All
from
right.
all the fucking
You know,
money.
you
I'll be
got-
right
you-
back. I'll
you
be right
can't
back.
be
Still watch the
hating.
tripod.
Yeah,
You can't be hating on that. I'm coming back to it. Them sweet baby Ray's pulled pork sandwiches
Yes,
all
sir.
day long with the mac and cheese, steak, like baked potatoes. I'm talking like really good steak and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You can't be hating on that.
Mm-mm.
You gotta have that. I found a really good dessert that looked pretty good. It's called Nutty Buddy Pie.
Okay. Okay.
And I was like, you know what? That looked pretty good. I'm not even gonna be tripping right now. That's
Yeah.
some shit. But come on now.
I got a fucking.
that. You can't be hating on it like that. So I'm gonna see what this is.
We gotta take that back. a
Oh,
little
that's
bit.
some weak shit, man. What? I don't even want to.
You straight?
Oh, I'm straight. I just
Okay.
don't know if I want to read this question because I'm
You
not
can show
hating.
it to me.
I'm not hating
can
on
show it
nobody
to
for
me.
this thing, but I mean, come on now. What kind of stuff is that? Let me read you off, man.
Yeah, fuck that one.
Not hating on no one. I'll
Yeah.
remind you, I ain't hating. I don't know what kind of question that was.
What was the question?
We gonna say it. The question was name 3 vegetables.
3 vegetables. We can name a whole shit of vegetables.
Okay.
We ain't hating. Just understand that it's kind of a weird question to ask about vegetables. Like you couldn't broccoli, corn, carrots, green beans,
Asparagus,
lettuce,
lettuce.
all that. Like it's easy to name that.
Yeah.
Now here's one. I'm going to.
By the way, I did restart this because this is my shit. If you hearing it twice, you not tripping. It didn't skip. I restarted it. Go ahead.
Now I'm gonna add a little bit of a twist to it. I like the question, but I'm gonna add a little bit of a twist. Name 3 legendary football players. Really good football players. The original question is name 3 football players, but I want to know like Hall of Fame type football players.
Okay. Can I start?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, run it.
Okay.
Let's see what it is.
I got you. Ed Reed.
Okay.
Okay, respect.
Gotta give it to him. Sean Taylor. R.I.P. Sean motherfucking Taylor.
Give it done, yes sir.
Okay.
Sean Taylor.
Fucking Taylor. Okay. I'm listening.
And then my final one. Ray motherfucking Lewis.
You know what? I want to applaud Ray Lewis for beating that cancer that he had. He had some shit he was dealing with, and he kept going.
See, I don't actually know if Sean Taylor made it to the Hall of Fame, but he died at such a young age.
Yeah.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He died at what, 27?
Something like that.
Or
around
some
there,
shit?
Yeah.
And then
And he was part of that legendary Miami Hurricanes team.
Yeah.
That team was stacked. They had Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Jeremy Shockey, Clint Portis, fucking Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
They have dude, that team was fucking stacked, bro. Like that team was stacked.
I guarantee you.
But shout out to my boys. Go Blue. National champions, baby.
Yeah.
And then I want to do an
baby.
honorable mention.
Number 1, baby.
Honorable mention.
I want to do an honorable mention.
Okay, go ahead.
Eric motherfucking Berry.
Eric Berry.
Yep. Okay.
Get her done.
All right.
Because it was such a shitty thing for the Chiefs to do after he just had beaten cancer to let him go. But I feel like he should personally be also. I'm not sure if he is. Could be wrong, but he should be in the Hall of Fame.
All the sports fans who actually know football, who actually go all the way, let us know if Eric Berry was up there in his however many years he actually played. Let us know.
Right. Okay. So what's you?
I'll let you go. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Honestly, he ain't there yet, but he first ballot Hall of Fame, and I'ma fucking say it. It wouldn't be me if I didn't. Tom motherfucking Brady. 7-ring Brady.
Yeah.
7-ring Brady. Tom Brady.
We ain't gonna talk about the Super Bowl with the deflations,
I
but
don't
it's
care about
okay.
none
It's
of that
okay.
shit. I don't care.
That's in the
got
past.
him.
We ain't gonna bring up the
We
past.
got him,
anymore.
we got him. You feel me? Like, they can hold on to that and talk about it, but it ain't gonna change the fact that that motherfucker can do this, and that's more than every team.
Yeah.
That's more than every team. So, like, I hate how they say, oh, Patrick Mahomes is the best ever.
Well,
But you look
is
at the
fucking
previous
great.
season.
He's great.
If he does it for 6 more years and passes Brady, then he will be one
This
of
is
the
my
best.
thing.
But Brady
if
is good.
we talking about greatness, you cannot say that you're better than him if you don't have the hardware. He's gonna have better numbers.
Yeah.
He's gonna have better numbers. I'm not gonna debate that. He gonna have better numbers, but let's say he finished with 4 and better numbers. Does that make him better than Tom Brady? No.
You just gotta look at how hard
Like,
you
no.
work.
Yeah.
Like, no, bro. Like, Tom Brady has multiple comeback victories in Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I know I don't want to talk y'all about Tom Brady to death, but everybody remember that Falcons game. At halftime, it was 28-3. And he pulled it off and won the Super Bowl, bro. Like,
Yeah, by what, 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
And
man,
overtime
listen,
too? Yeah.
for the multitude of years that the Patriots were actually relevant, not all the times they won Super Bowls, but like all the winning seasons, whether they panned out or not, is more than any other franchise right now.
Yeah.
So like Belichick and Brady were a part of that. That is legendary.
Yeah.
They're both Hall of Famers whenever, like, time, when it roll around, Tom gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Who gonna say, no, I don't think he deserve it? You know, so the
7 Super
that
Bowls.
just always fucking irritates me when they're
Yeah.
like, Patrick Mahomes is better than him now. And I'm like, with 2 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Come on.
And in half the numbers? Like, y'all fucking crazy. But yeah, I ain't mean to do all that, but Tom Brady, Peyton Manning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eli Manning.
Yes.
You gotta get.
And I gotta get the Manning boys in there, and this is why. It's all around my Patriots because I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Peyton gave us the most trouble in the regular season. Them Brady Peyton battles was crazy.
Yeah.
Colts, Patriots, them games was crazy for multiple years. Eli is up there because he did what Peyton couldn't even do. And that's even beat him at a Super Bowl, let alone beat him in the Super Bowl
Yeah.
twice. Eli is a legend to me because everybody played a part in that win, but they stunted a undefeated season.
Yeah.
They just took a shit on it with multiple miracle-like plays. The helmet catch, the fucking, you know, like, dude, like,
Yeah.
they deserve that. So
Yeah.
Eli and Peyton is on my list.
I couldn't
About you.
I couldn't hate on the Broncos for how they've been doing it and shit. When
No,
Peyton
I
Manning
can't.
got to the Broncos,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give you that. Now me, I'm gonna have to go with some of the choices he said. Eric Berry,
Okay.
Ray Lewis. I'm gonna have to give it to my homeboy Derrick Henry. He's gonna get up there with the fucking stacks
Okay, I
he's
can
been
see
getting.
it. I can see it.
I can see if
I
he
can
keeps
see
going
it.
on the road that he's doing, where he's working on getting those
But you know
rushing
what, though?
yards and everything.
They had a complete off year as a whole. That's
Yeah,
why
I mean,
Variable got
even-
fired. That's why, like, you know.
But I mean, that's for every team. They're gonna
Yeah.
have those like off seasons.
For sure. But like even like this is the thing. This is the thing about star players. Even when the team is doing bad, at the very most, you should be eating. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
team is shit, but you should be getting yards. You should be getting
Game.
like you should be like the team should be focused on you. Like, damn, we playing them. Well, at least Henry gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's the mantle you need to get upon when you in that situation. And he didn't do that this year. I'm not saying like it was the worst year he ever had, but compared to the previous year, you know, where he
Yeah.
got multiple highlights, it is without a doubt, if you think differently, you haven't been watching the fucking National Football League this year.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey is the best back in the fucking
Oh,
league,
yeah.
bro. CMC, run CMC
He
is
get
the
there.
best, bro. Like, he's the best right now. Like, and the games that are coming up, what do you think? We got Bills, Chiefs. We got Ravens versus Houston. Then we got Detroit versus
I think it's Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, and then we got San Fran versus fucking
Packers.
Green Bay. So I'm going with Ravens, Bills.
Yeah.
I'm going Ravens, Bills, Lions, Niners.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, not to interrupt you,
No.
but for the wild card, I had chosen
Miami. I chose Miami over Kansas City, and I know they probably gonna be like, "You're a hater." They just haven't been. They show up when they need to. Like Mahomes in the playoffs, the numbers speak for itself.
Yeah.
But like this season has been not the best.
So for the wild card, I had Houston was playing Cleveland. I had Houston winning that game.
Okay.
Houston won their game. Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry.
Buffalo and Pittsburgh. I had Buffalo winning. Buffalo
Yeah.
won their game. Kansas City over Miami. I had Kansas City. And then Dallas versus Green Bay. I had Dallas winning that game. And then they lost. Detroit playing LA. I had Detroit winning the game.
Yep.
And then Tampa Bay versus Philadelphia. I had $20 Tampa Bay winning. Tampa Bay took that win. So out of the 6 games, I went 5 for 6. I'm sorry, but like I never really bet on anything.
Right, because it's
That
it's a gamble.
For me going 5 out of 6, I'm kind of proud.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's good. That's good, bro. Like you almost hit the whole fucking parlay.
Yeah. And the only one I actually bet on was the Tampa Bay
Good
Philly
old
game.
parlay. Good old Jack Sparrow. I like that. See, he always wants to try to get me with a thing of rum and have the Jack Sparrow rum going on.
Yeah.
Cause
Why is the rum always gone?
why is the rum always gone?
Yeah.
Best thing that could ever be said. Here's actually another question. Have you ever seen the podcast You Should Know?
Yeah.
I always enjoy seeing them talk about the most random, out of the fucking wazoo shit.
Cameron and the other one?
Yeah, Cameron and the other one.
Dude, I love watching them.
They had a thing that I just watched just recently about furnishing. And he was talking about the fucking chair having like a lamp attached to it or something. Now I'm not hating on Cam on none of the podcasts that he does.
It's just funny.
You guys, if they actually see this podcast, if this could get up there where they see this, the utmost respect to y'all. Please hit me up. I'm trying to do a podcast.
Yeah,
we trying to get this podcast going. Like, come on now.
Fuck yeah, dude. And you know what, man? Like, me personally, my next thing would be like getting a sponsor.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a sponsor. You know, just getting my feet wet in the sponsorship space.
Yeah.
But I also have to get the numbers up.
Yeah.
You know, so like, I'm just gracious to be here. I'm thankful that y'all here.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not ending it. But I forgot throughout all the bucket pulls and like we just been fucking flowing and we going. I mean, I got a couple questions that I did have in the chamber, and I would like to ask a couple of them.
All right.
Hey,
So,
let's hit the ground running. Let's get her done.
Here we go.
So for both of us or for one of us?
Both of y'all.
Okay. All right.
And for the people who are new to this, Bishi is from the Down South Mobsters. He was there. He was in his own separate podcast. His brother is here now. We just trying to expand this thing as much as possible. But you guys are a little bit familiar with him. And that episode that we did with each other before, it got up in the top 10. So shout out to
Did it
you.
Actually?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. I think
Love
it's like
y'all. Love
8.
y'all.
It's like 8 or 7, I believe. But it
Just
wasn't
top 10 in the United States or what are we talking top 10?
top 10 in both of my demographics. Now I have a small percentage of Canadian listeners.
Hell yeah.
So shout out y'all. Hey, I'm out the country with this shit for real. Like
Hey,
that's a
you're
big fucking
expanding
deal,
your
bro.
podcast.
That's a big fucking deal. Let me get I'm gonna clap for that.
Applause.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Applause to you guys.
That's a big fucking deal. But yeah, no,
Slowly but
what the fuck
surely.
was we just talking about? You see
Yeah,
that? I just went full
questions.
door.
Questions to ask us.
There we go.
Questions.
Any crazy sibling stories? And that can be anything, like you fucking put salt in his drink. It don't gotta like any crazy sibling. Y'all are fucking brothers.
Your senior year, my junior year.
Oh yeah, so
Y'all fucking brothers, dude. Like
so
come on.
here's a good little story about me and my brother. So
Okay.
this was when we were still in high school. I was a graduating class of 21.
Okay.
He was the year behind me. So me and my brother, we were all about sports.
Right.
I played soccer for as long as I can remember. Right when I was in the East Coast.
Okay.
When we played in the East Coast, that's
Right.
where it started.
Okay.
And then played some little bit of football, did some basketball, came over here, still did that same thing. Now I didn't play in high school, which I wish I would have played football in high school.
Right.
But I still stuck to the sport that I actually really played and connected with.
Wawa. Agua.
But anyways, so I started getting into wrestling, just I thought I was about my foot.
Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. But so me and my brother here, we were having a little roughhousing, as some people would say. I put him in a cradle, and what happened was
Wait. A cradle.
Cradle is like when
it's
has
a wrestling. It's a wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah.
like the
So-
armor on the head and the armor
And
on
then
the
right,
leg.
Right, okay.
Roll them back. Well,
First of all, I know what a cradle is, like the wrestling, but there's also a cradle, like for a baby.
Yeah.
And you guys are talking about being younger, so like I'm assuming
no,
like
no,
you're
no.
smaller.
This
like,
is going back to
This is back in like 2020, 2021.
This is back to the senior and junior when he was still a junior. Well, what happened was he had gotten an arm and he had shoved it up in my throat, and he started talking shit. So I'm like, all right, you know what? If you want to be all big and tough, and you want to keep talking shit, you keep running your fucking mouth, see what happens.
Yeah.
So he kept running his mouth. I said, all right, keep going. Let's see what happens. He
Fucked
kept
around a
doing
little
it.
bit and found out.
He fucked around and found out. That is the statement I will always say. I'll continue to say on more podcasts when I come back, if you will actually have me come back.
Yeah, dude.
So what happened was, so my buddy, you know him, my buddy Jed, I consider him like a brother to me.
Jed!
Shout out Jed, you know where this story's going because you were there.
And you should have fucking been here, Jetty. Shame on you, my boy.
Hey, it's okay, it's okay.
Boy. That's my
It's
fucking
okay,
boy.
that's my brother.
That's
His
my
mom,
fucking boy.
me and his mom, I'm close with his parents,
Fuck yeah.
all his siblings.
Fuck yeah.
Anyways,
Patrick.
so he was there at this encounter. So when he put his hand up in my throat, I got up, he got up, shoved his ass against the fucking door. And I was like, keep talking shit, let's see what happens. He's like, yeah, okay. Kept talking shit. So what happened was, we were probably about, if I'm right here, he'd probably be where the corner of the table is where your drink is.
Okay.
So he kept talking shit. So what happened was I swung on him. I was going for his jaw, but I missed and I cracked him right in his fucking nose. And now he can't breathe through his nose half the fucking time because he talks shit.
Yeah, my
it
nose-
happens, bro.
It happened.
I got my shit fractured before, so I get it.
And so that is the story that he brought up.
Yeah.
Jed was there, so he stopped me. But if he hadn't been there,
Jetty
I would have actually gone for his jaw, and he probably would have had a lot more scars on his face right now if he wasn't there.
Dude, Jed, we worked together at Hibbett. I was a manager at Hibbett for a minute. Dude, that's my fucking dude, bro. Like, that's my fucking boy, bro. Like, that's my dude. Okay, so a funny story we did. All right, there was another manager. I'm not gonna do his name, but there was a manager, and the district manager was coming in the next morning for like our annual little whatever the fuck, like our little check up, see sales stores, like new ideas, change the store around, blah blah blah. So you know what me and Jed did? Before we left, we did this to all the fucking mannequins. So like, yeah, dude, I like listen. It was a joke. If it's not funny to most, I can understand why.
Yeah.
But we knew that coming into opening the store, he would not, like, there would be a small window where he'd be running around the fucking store like an idiot, like swatting all the hands down and making them look normal again. But that's not what happened, and like, hopefully you come on the podcast like I've been requesting, and we could get into that story. You can tell it yourself, bro. I fuck with you. What's up? Fuck with me. Live from the Ferret Room on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and now YouTube, motherfucker. All right, let's go.
Okay. There was actually another. Let's see. What's another good story we could tell?
I got more questions too, and like
Let's go more
they
questions.
kinda-
I can't think of any more.
Okay, that's fine. That's
no. There's one more thing before we go on, if I may.
fine. Okay, go ahead.
So, this was also way after this incident that we just talked about.
Yeah.
So, it was the Riverton game when we actually played down in Riverton.
Okay. Now Riverton is where?
I want to say it's actually an hour south of here because I have a professor my English professor is from Riverton, and he said it was 30 minutes south from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So it's down past Pittsburgh just a bit. Well, there was one time where something happened. I'm not sure. Someone like he or I got fouled. It was one of the two.
I remember.
And so, if you want, like, add in what I missed.
So it started off. I got tripped up and fouled, and I hit the ground. Both my legs cramped up. So it was a foul called against Riverton. So I got up. I went to go walk to the
And this is football?
Soccer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I went to go walk back down to my spot where I'm supposed to be on the right wing, which is a midfielder on the right side.
Yeah.
I went to go walk up the side of the field on the right side of the field, and so Burke went to go kick the ball up to me. He goes, Aden. I start running up. I look at him, and I knew what he was gonna do. He was gonna just kick it down the line.
Because in this particular part, from my side of the field, if you had actually seen from the actual field aspect,
Right.
I knew that he had enough time with enough space to get the ball.
Right.
So what I did was I said my brother's name, and he knew as soon as I said that, he gave me a quick look, and because I had that leg, I had that power to just lob it up to him.
Right. Okay.
So I kick it out to him, and this, I don't know who, I can't remember who the fuck this
dude.
lengthy motherfucker, I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Well, he seen the play happening, he seen it form, so he knew what was happening. And so before he even gets to the ball, he just football tackled this motherfucker outside the fucking thing, right in front of the coach and the whole team bench. For
In
Scott.
soccer?
Yeah.
Like,
So
full
what
on.
happened was, I turned around to I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know who it is. I don't think it'd be one known publicly.
And that's fine. Yeah. we
But
don't
my
do
goalie,
names.
if he's listening, you know where I'm going with this. I turn around to my goalie, loud as hell. I said, I hope to fucking God this motherfucker don't come anywhere fucking near me, cause he gonna be getting hit. I don't know what he was thinking, but I turned around. He's like, you ain't gonna do nothing. I was like, fucking watch me. I know you know I'm gonna do something. Turned around, which leads me to his prior couple seasons. What was it, when you were a freshman?
I don't know, but
It was in a late
can I get back to
yeah.
So
Before I go on the mic.
So me and him are running. Say Burke's the other guy, and then it's me.
Yeah.
The ball's like by the wall behind you.
Okay.
That's how much gap we have. So behind DJ right here, like
Okay.
another foot and a half behind him.
Yeah.
He straight up does this to me. Like he goes, not even close to the ball. Goes, bing, hits me. Not even close. We're still about 5-10 feet away from the ball.
Right.
Not even close to the ball, and he just lowers his shoulder,
And just
hits me,
clears you.
clears me
No.
in front of my whole bench, who's sitting right here, just
Now,
right here.
I don't know the technical
No,
terms, any
that's-
flags or anything.
It's a card. So you got the yellow card, which is like a warning card, and then you got the red card, which is like you're pretty much like in
It's
football when
ejection.
you got like the flags, so like the
Yeah.
warning,
Yeah.
and then you got like the ejections. Pretty much.
Mhm.
Now I'll kind of get like a brief rundown. So for the only time it can actually be anything like that to be legal is when you are actually, the ball is at the player's feet
Okay.
and you have to play the ball for anything to actually be legal.
Right.
Now it's not like football where you can just hit a motherfucker,
Right.
but you can get physical if you want to. Now I want to say it was my sophomore junior year. We went up to Kansas City, and we were in Olathe area. Well, almost the same kind of scenario happened with what Aden had on my senior year, his
Yeah.
junior year.
Okay.
So we were up in Olathe, and this is the last story, so we can actually move on to the next question.
That's fine. That's fine.
So the ball had gotten sent to our defensive side for Fort Scott's area, and
Okay.
I was on the side where it came to. So I'm jogging, it's coming to like the out of bounds area. Well, this kid, I'm protecting the ball, making sure nobody can get it so it can roll out of bounds.
Yeah.
Well, this kid from Olathe at just, typical, like, I'm trying to, like, start some shit type of shove,
Right.
Like, you'd be like, all right, hey, you know what? I'm trying to start beef with you.
Right.
So I get up, and my coach was like, all right, do something. So I was like, all right, which one was it? He tells me, like, the number of the kid who did it. So I'm getting ready. I'm fired up. I'm ready to hit this mother. I was going to swing or something. Well, what happened was the coach took him out because apparently he was scared that I was actually going to tear the fucker up. I was like, oh, now you a bitch.
Right.
I wanted to say, I was turning to the coach. I was like, you a bitch. He a fucking coward. Fucking do something. Come on, swing. Let's get something going. But, like, the kind of connection that kind of goes back to some of the other things we have like talked about. That connection is what matters, because like you think about how many people don't actually like who are just a single like sibling, like just they got themselves, who make friends, and they'd be like, that's my like when you get that close, like me and Jet, we got that close.
Yeah.
Where it's
for
like
sure. Bond.
you
Locked in.
got that bond, like
That's
you,
what we call it.
yeah,
Locked in.
even you and
Locked
Jet,
in.
you got that bond. Be
Yeah.
like, hey, you need me, you let me know, cause I'll bury a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You let me
And,
know. I got
not bury, but like
no,
you know, like
not in that sense.
Not in that
Don't be
sense.
trying to come
God
out
damn
here
it.
and say like,
God
oh, he's
damn
talking
it.
about murder.
no,
Nah.
like
In a more
you got his back. You
You
know
got-
what he
you
mean.
would-
Like it's
you-
the sentiment. It's not the actual.
we're not talking about murder. And don't
Yeah,
try to be
God
like,
damn
oh,
it.
hey, come get
But yeah,
this
keep
dude.
keep going. You just gotta address that shit. You
Yeah,
know?
Before
come
it gets
on,
out
come
of
on.
gets out of hand.
Yeah, move forward.
We're not doing
We
none of
addressed
that
it.
shit.
Yeah, but yeah.
Let's move on to a new topic before it gets way too out of hand.
Okay, next
Some
question.
violence ensued, I'm assuming, because
Yeah.
that you just don't do that. Soccer, I don't think you tackle.
No, you
You
can't.
don't. All right.
Well, there's a slide tackle, which is different.
Yeah,
but it's-
but it ain't
It's
no
not
shoulder
like a
check.
full
No, like this
football
or
type of like
this or
American
something.
football kind of tackle.
Yeah, okay. Do you guys have family tradition? Any family traditions?
Camping and hiking.
Camping and hiking.
Love doing those.
Okay, fuck yeah. Have you ever seen anything like any crazy wildlife, like mountain lion, cougar, bear, wolf, coyotes, pack of
I
them?
can't remember. No.
No?
So
Okay.
I'm sure there's probably been a few times where that might happen as we were kids. But
Okay.
we've seen some llamas, like
Now,
some crazy ass
Llamas?
fucking llamas.
I seen some llamas on my way back from Pitt. Like I did, like
Yeah.
they be on like the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always fucking miss the timing of like getting it on camera.
Yeah.
Because I want to show it's some llamas, like llamas,
Yeah.
like llamas. No, but this next one is crazy,
All right.
and y'all don't gotta drink. If if you want to pass, just
Yeah.
take a drink of water. And fucking, we'll move on. Is any one of you guys a virgin? And if not, who lost theirs first?
Both of us aren't, and he lost his first.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Now the reason why I gave that before you go, the reason why I gave that little disclaimer, so to speak, is because that's a very personal question.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to seem in any way insensitive.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't have to go into detail either
I don't
because
know.
Well,
I
I can't really go into detail
Yeah, good. 'Cause
with
this is
with-
going on YouTube,
Yeah.
Well, I can't do that because of other reasons.
and that's fine, but like that was just a shocking question, believe it or not. Like it could have been like, well, I don't want to answer that, and I'd be like, okay,
That's
cool.
Yeah.
all right.
What's the next one?
Any embarrassing stories growing up? It could be personally to you, a family member. You don't gotta do names. You could just say this person, this cousin, and they know who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Like
I actually got a funny story about the other day.
okay.
So it's kind of embarrassing, but it was joking, embarrassing. So I told my I texted my mom, my stepdad, my dad, him, and my grandparents. I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you all about the stuff that I'm doing here in the next week to 2 weeks. I was like, yeah, I'm going on a road crew. I'm gonna go travel and whatnot. My grandpa thought, hey, yeah, you finally coming out of the closet, like joking around. You're like, you finally coming out of the closet? I'm like, no. But I'm like, that's so stupid to ask when you know I have a girl. But I was like, that was kind of embarrassing to ask when you know I wasn't. So
I think a lot of that, stems too from like, it's not the traditional way.
yeah,
Like when people say like they're from a different time, that phrase is often like
yeah,
tied to like racism.
yeah,
But like that could be a multitude of things.
yeah,
You know, like a person's actual way of thinking could be time dated to like what they primarily knew. If your primitive years, if you were a kid or even a teenager in like the 60s,
Yeah.
the type of shit you saw, the type of shit that happened in this country in the 60s and 70s, you know, like that shit would formulate a way of thinking that you could still use today.
Yeah. And then on that, my mom and my grandma were like, "Don't tell us you knocked your girl up." I'm like, "Hell no, I'm too young. I could, but nah, I'll pass.
Okay.
Give me a few years."
So,
I was like, that's kind of embarrassing to ask, but at the same time, it was kind of funny. So I was like,
yeah.
I had to laugh at it though. So.
Any embarrassing stories? You did that. Favorite thing to do, like personally, like in your life, like what's something you enjoy doing? Like it can be the same thing, or like something like you personally enjoy doing, something you personally enjoy doing.
I got a few different things. So I like doing like playing soccer when I can.
Okay.
On Sundays that we do it. I know he loves playing soccer too.
Fuck yeah.
And then a few other things I love doing is I like to play cornhole. I haven't played a lot of it, but in like the last, I want to say 3 years, I've played a lot and I've gotten decent.
That's the one with the sack and you gotta make it in the hole.
Make it in the hole, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That and
I'm like with a dog at that. Me and my uncle be going at it.
Yeah.
Shout out Uncle Mike. I love you.
And then playing pool. I love doing that too.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Oh yeah, so my cousin, he actually came down. He actually is a real estate agent that will like build, like he'll buy houses or like apartment buildings more like, and he'll fix it up and he'll rent it out. Well, he actually kind of started this new tradition with me, my brother, and our grandpa, and we'll go out to like, we started going out there at Fifth Field, just out on Maple Road, like the old highway. And so we went there for a little while, and now we have started to go to hometown.
Okay.
Because he's living in his apartment building that he just got renovated, and he rebuilt and everything pretty much, and rented out.
Right.
So he actually moved into that building, and he kind of got us into playing pool. Like we've got all of us have already got our own pool sticks, and we've gone and shot. So we got to work on our techniques and everything. But that would be one. I've really enjoyed bowling.
Okay, I like bowling.
It's a nice, thing.
I like bowling.
I don't know what it's been about bowling, but
just drink.
Bowling has just been one of those things.
Yeah, like get you some wings or something, talk some shit. Hit some motherfucking pins down.
Yeah. Get some strikes.
Get
that score going. You know how it is.
Like I ain't gonna say like I'm beastie, but I'm decent for real. Like I think it's
I'm
how
alright.
I do it.
Yeah.
Like
I kind of like a high score. You kind of like.
I kind of like cuff it, and then I kind of cuff it and then like release it. It's just like it spit off my hand.
I've never tried doing that yet.
Bow!
Like I've just done like the traditional like get
Some
like the
people
3
say it's
fingers in the
cheating.
hole and just go. No, it's not
how
cheating.
I do it, cause like I literally get that bitch like that, and I might have like my fingers in 2 of the holes lightly.
That's how I am.
And then I like take that bitch down and I just let it roll off. Whoa.
Yeah.
And it just boom, and that bitch just spins so nicely. Sometimes I hit them down. Sometimes it might be 2 left. Sometimes I might have to split that shit.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, majority of them bitches going down. I might get a spare or like not all strikes. I ain't saying I'm bowling a 3.
Yeah.
No, but like
I've gotten close to bowling a 2 already.
Yeah, I didn't got close. I didn't got to like the high 170, 180 kind of.
Yeah, because I think the last time, because my buddies from up north, they had came down, and so me, my brother, and my friends from up north, this is actually the first time that he got to meet the buddies from up north, because there was, because I went up to the Cameron, Missouri area, which is on the northeast side of Kansas City.
Right.
So I went up there a few years ago, got to meet him, And so the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and partial Monday, they actually came down from Cameron.
Uh-huh.
And so me, him, them two, and this girl that I'm talking to,
Okay.
we all went bowling and like had a good time. Like this was also the first time that she had met these friends of mine.
Okay.
And
That's always
she
fun.
really enjoyed them coming down. She's like, hey, when's the next time they coming down? Like she got them snaps and was like, hey, y'all need to come down. What's funny about it is that like you know how us guys are. Like we'll say stupid shit like, hey, like that's my man's right there. You need to quit playing with me.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it is with like involving me. Like they be saying like, hey, that's my man. You need to lay the fuck off.
Right.
While this girl was like, nah, he's mine. Like we've known each other a lot longer.
Okay.
Like you
okay.
need to stay off
what
of
you're
my
saying.
man. She's like,
see
I
what
won't
you're
fight you. I got
Yeah.
a baseball bat in my car. I
Yeah.
will beat you senseless with it.
Episode 22. Richard Tibbetts, my motherfucking brother from a motherfucking another. He was on the podcast via Skype, which I can do now if you can't sit here physically with me. But if you can sit here physically with me in this beautiful setting known as the motherfucking Ferret Room, we live from it, why not?
Yeah, why not?
You got the
get
whole
it.
smorgasbord here, this nice, comfortable setting. I
Yeah.
might smoke you out, I'm sorry. But we love it. We here.
I'm ready
I
for
love
the next
y'all.
one.
Support it. Support it. Like, follow,
real.
subscribe.
Right.
Shit, I just be going in, man.
I'm ready for the next question. Don't know about y'all.
Let's get it.
Honestly, that was it. I didn't really have a lot. There, because, like, we've been shooting the shit. So, I mean,
I'm ready
we
for
can wrap up.
I'll do one more.
Or we can do a couple. We can do another.
You know what? We could do a couple more of these.
Okay, let's go.
We found some really interesting.
You know, y'all not hostage. You know, like just let me know. We wrap up and we can wrap up. You know, like.
Ooh, I love mine. I'm gonna start. Okay.
No.
I've already looked at it.
You wrote it. You know what the question is.
Not this one.
Oh, that's not your question.
That's not my question.
Okay.
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 What is your favorite rock song? What is your favorite rock song?
Wait, oh, dude, you know that's
Okay.
pretty good.
I got a couple.
We want to talk about. Are we talking about classics? Or are we talking about
Just
present
rock.
day?
just a
favorite
rock
rock song?
just a rock song. Okay. I got one right here off the top of my head. We Will Rock You.
Okay.
Classic rock
Okay.
song.
Okay.
Nah,
That's your
see,
favorite?
that's-
Like all
Nah,
time?
nah. I can't believe-
It's not a favorite.
Darren, I
but
can't
it just
believe
comes
he
to
be
my-
hating on some good, like,
No, I don't
good
think it's
band.
hating. I don't think it's hating. I
It's just the
think
first
that's
one that came to mind. I'm not gonna
Nah,
say it's
see,
a really
okay.
good
nah,
favorite,
hold
but
on,
it came to
hold
mind.
on,
I
hold
can't
on.
think
I
of
want
it
to see where Darren goes with this before I spill mine. Let's see. I want to see where you go with this one,
This
Darren.
is so fucking tough because I have a record player. All right, I literally got vinyls, bro. Like no
You know,
bullshit.
that's some
like,
shit.
No
Yeah,
bullshit,
there
bro.
it is.
Like I literally got like bro, like
Hey,
dude, I
yeah.
got some shit down here. I didn't play
Hell
them
yeah.
because it's just a lot of work for my taste. But like I fuck with it. I'm still collecting them. I do want to get a better record player. I do appreciate this record player. It was a Christmas present and it allowed me to even hear the beauty of them fucking vinyls. But if we I love Nirvana. I love Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots. There's so many fucking. But like, if we talking about like my favorite rock song, that's the question.
Yeah, what's your favorite rock song?
Don't kill me, y'all. I'm gonna go Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin.
Hey, see, that's the classics right there. Yeah.
Like,
That's where it's at right there.
What
Yeah.
about you?
I'm gonna have to keep it kind of up there with Darren. I'm gonna have to go with some AC/DC right
Okay, okay.
Because I listen to quite a bit of AC/DC. My grandpa.
What
who
about
actually?
you? Got a specific song?
Oh,
Because you gotta pick a song.
Yeah, I've got a specific song. There's two that actually come to mind. I like Back in Black, and Thunderstruck.
Okay.
Now those are some good songs. I'll listen to that all day long.
Off the air, I give you a funny fucking story about Thunderstruck.
Hell yeah.
Off the air.
Hell yeah.
Off the air.
Who's going next? I pulled a second one just for the fuck of it.
Alright, here you go, Derek. I
That
got
one is
you.
on a different show. I read it.
I got you, Derek.
I can't do that.
I want to know the name of this person who came up with this question because it is a spectacular question.
Okay.
Say a quote from a movie and see if the person can guess the movie.
Ooh.
Please, whoever this person is, drop your name. You need to come to the studio.
Fire.
Again.
Because
Damn.
that is the greatest thing ever. For some people who may not have heard that, say a quote. One of us is going to say a quote from a movie, and we have to guess what movie that quote came from.
If you get it before us, comment it down.
Yeah. Put it in the comments on the YouTube video.
Put down the time that you guessed a quote, like guess the movie, and
And-
put it in the comments so we know.
And another thing, we really doing this shit. We really going in for y'all. We going in, and we appreciate everybody that's in here with us. I haven't done it yet, but I will have the live comment section going here shortly. Okay? So, what was your question again?
Say a quote from a movie,
Okay.
and see if the person can guess the movie.
Since it's three of us people. Yeah, but we know which
But
one.
we still understand
Okay.
the question.
Who wants to go first? Because I can't think of one, so it's not me.
I know one that you always like to say quite a bit.
I can't think of one right now. Hold
Ha.
on. Then just, okay, you can go.
I got one now.
One of y'all
I
can
got
go.
one now. Darren said something first.
I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
I feel like I know the movie, but I can't think of it.
Ah!
If you know in the comments and you going crazy right now because you screaming out the answer to them like this is this. I know. Let me do it again.
Why do
I'm
I
the
know?
dude. Let me do it again. I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
I feel like that's something Will Smith would say in a movie, but I could be wrong.
Nope.
It's not Will Smith.
It's not Will Smith.
See, that seems like a Rush Hour quote right there, but I know it ain't no Rush Hour.
I don't know.
Rush Hour is a good movie.
It's
though.
a good movie, but that's not it.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't.
I'm drawing a blank, even though I should know what it is.
It's you ready?
Yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
Shit!
Robert Downey Jr. when he portrayed perfectly the transformation of a white guy being turned into a black dude. And like, you couldn't make that movie now because of like the outrage that I believe undoubtedly would come behind it. But like, that is comedy gold.
Yeah.
I don't know, let me tell you this. I don't know. And usually you say don't speak for everybody.
Yeah.
But I seriously, out of every black person, African American person I know, all think that shit is hilarious.
Yeah.
Not one of us is offended. Because it was fucking genuine. Like, he really did that shit. Like, it wasn't like blackface. Like that shit
Yeah.
they used to do that was like kind of demeaning.
Yeah.
Like, he owned it. And like, you probably couldn't do it today because a lot of people would get upset just because people like to groupthink. They like to, everybody like to leech on to something because everybody want their 15 minutes. And like, if you really care about them subjects and you feel like I'm bashing you, I apologize, but not really, because groupthink is kind of disgusting.
Okay. You got one?
I'll let you go.
I can't think of one right now.
How can you not
I'm
think of
thinking. I'm still thinking. I'm sorry.
There is no way.
I got the
Pressure
pressure.
make diamonds, you know?
Okay,
Yeah, pressure makes
You're a
diamonds.
piece
That's
of coal
how
right
it is.
now.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
The one quote that I'm currently thinking of that was not the original one. This is like a childhood type of thing. That's a woman?
I'm lost. I'm drawing the fattest blank. I couldn't think of the movie.
Alright, let me retract that a little bit. You wouldn't hit a woman. That's a woman?
Oh!
Yeah!
I
See?
know.
That's what I'm saying. Wait. I want to see. No. I want to see if Derek can go first. Hold on.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I want to know. Drop it down if you actually know it before this fucker actually says it.
Are we ready for it?
Go ahead.
Say it.
The Lorax.
The Lorax.
Motherfucker.
That scene
Shout out
where
Danny
the Lorax,
DeVito.
the Lorax that actually said, I'm about to, like, he was getting all ready, he was in that stand mode, he was ready to go. And the dude said, you wouldn't hit a woman.
Lorax.
That was the quote.
That's crazy.
I was like, damn.
That's Wild Knuckles.
Okay.
That's a DreamWorks Minions. That's a little Minions reference I just dropped. That's Wild Knuckles.
Yeah.
Rise of Gru. My kid love Minions.
Okay. Alright, I'm thinking of one. Alright, are we ready for it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go.
Fucking good
Here we go.
one.
The world ain't a bunch of rainbows and sunshines. It's a very mean and nasty place. It doesn't care how tough you are or strong you are. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or no one. I can't remember how the rest of it goes. Fuck.
That's a long ass quote too.
Yeah.
That seems like some Rocky type shit, though.
I feel like
It's like, he was like a...
I feel like it's.
I know it because I've seen it on TikTok quite a bit.
Yeah. You should know. I think you both should know it.
I'm drawing a blank. I know who it is.
It's a very mean and nasty place. I don't care how tough you are. It will keep you there personally if you let it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank. I should know it.
Okay. Are you ready for it? You ready?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can say it.
Rocky.
Motherfucker!
I even said that too!
No, that counts.
That counted. I got that because I said
that
that's some
counts.
Rocky type
That's
shit
some
right
Rocky.
there.
I was like seeing if
But no, not for real though, because you said Rocky type shit. You was close, but you didn't say Rocky, so
Yeah.
like you had to be.
I mean, I'm not saying I
Alright,
get
so-
full credit, but I said I got a
But
little
you
bit
was
of credit.
close. You was the
I
closest.
said Rocky in the thing.
Yeah, you was the closest for sure.
I
Alright,
couldn't
look,
remember how it completely goes, but he knew what I was trying to go at.
Here go mine, and this one. All right. If you had the opportunity to know the future, would you want to?
No, I wouldn't personally.
No?
Reason why is because I would if I knew how, like, are we talking like my future or just everyone's future?
The future.
Me personally, I wouldn't want to know how the future is because then I'm gonna be like, oh, I don't like it, or I love it, I want to go to it sooner, or I don't want to go to it, so I want to wait. I personally would not.
Okay.
I would just kind of wait to see how the future presents itself to me.
Okay.
I wouldn't
I
want
mean,
to rush
it
anything.
kind of makes sense. Like, I would, like, I'm probably going to be, like, with a lot of other people that's, like, I'm, like, a part of me would want to know just to see, like, where everybody ends up. Where it ends up. But it's, like, you got to think of, like, where, like, if you got to see, like, somebody else's future and you got to see your future, what would you think if you had actually seen where you ended up at?
Right.
So it's like, in any situation, it's like if shit went, like, hit the fan real quick, then it's like, you're going to be wanting to ask questions, be like, what the fuck happened to this person? What the fuck happened to me? What happened to whoever it is?
Right.
It's like, what caused all this shit to happen? Because, like, shit, for all we know, it could be like the fucking world went to shit and it's a fucking hellhole.
Yeah.
Like, fuck if we know.
Okay. For me, the only way I would want to is if I was able to show everybody else as well.
Yeah. Which would make sense.
That's the only way I would want to. Like, hey, I would get on national TV or whoever would take me serious and be like, listen, we need to broadcast this. Hype it up, do whatever you got to do, but everybody needs to tune in at this time because I am going to broadcast the future. And whether you believe it or not is completely up to you.
Yeah.
Completely up to you. That's the only way I would do it personally. That's the only way I would do it because, like, if you just got that,
Ooh, I like this one.
if you just got that knowledge yourself and you trying to display it to people, everybody gonna be like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
But
I
I
don't think
mean,
it'll work.
you could even think about it. It's like, think about how many people might try to be like, if that's how I like end up, like they're gonna try to change how things go so they don't end up in that type
Yeah.
of situation.
That's
Yeah.
why I wouldn't want to know.
But at the same time, wouldn't those changes actually be necessary to get to that future?
Yeah.
Because you don't without them, and then without knowing, we are creatures of habit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it's kind of a double-edged sword in a way. Like,
Yeah.
and the only way I would actually do it personally is if I could show everybody.
Yeah.
You know, because like, it's the only way to make it fathomable.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people are just gonna be like, this dude.
It's crazy.
Can somebody medicate this fucking dude? Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't gonna believe that shit. They just gonna think you fucking crazy.
That's
All right. We want to go on to the next question.
I only drew this one. That was mine.
So
Throw it over there. So one of y'all got one.
I'll let you go. I want to wait for my video.
Alright.
I don't think you've seen this show very much.
Do you think dreams have deeper meanings?
Yeah,
I'll repeat it.
Oh,
I'll repeat it if they didn't hear
Absolutely.
me.
I
Yeah.
think it does.
to a certain extent.
I'll repeat it to them if they didn't hear me. I said, do you think dreams have a deeper meaning?
To a certain extent.
Because I mean, you got to think about like how many dreams you have on a daily basis. But not only that, think about how many dreams you have that are the same dream on a different night.
Yeah, I've had some of those. Honestly,
I
like
hear
it
that
does
so
depends. Yeah, depends for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, I think they do to a certain extent. To a certain extent.
Yeah,
Like, your subconscious is a crazy thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's literally like, it's just like multiple gateways into like imagination and like what I believe is like maybe even like a different reality in a way. It's like a fucking, I don't know, man. It's like, cause like me personally, people be thinking it's crazy, but like
yeah,
I can fucking, when most people are about to die in a bad dream, the panic of it, like me, no, like it's crazy. Like I can
I'm
stay
trying to
in
figure
it.
out who did what.
I can stay in it, and like I know y'all probably like, this motherfucker smoked too much. No, that's not it, bro. Like this shit, I realized it when I was probably like 13 or 14.
yeah,
It's been that long, bro. Like now, like when I'm having a bad dream and like I have literally
stayed in it.
died, passed away in my dream, and then you know what happens? I wake up in the dream inside of another dream. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
some Inception shit, bro. Like
Yeah,
it don't necessarily have to be tied with the movie, but like I've literally done that shit. And if I sound crazy, I'm sorry, but like I'm literally saying like shit that I've done. Like
yeah,
like when I'm in something, or like when I even sometimes when I want to end the dream, I can literally like and like I think that's how I fucking wake up in the morning, because like I get up before my alarm every fucking day.
yeah,
For real, it's just like I go to sleep and then like I literally be like, and I just get up like a fucking zombie, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real, like it's gotta be something more to that, because it's like even in the dream, I know like I'm rearing the end.
I want to see if I can find a good one.
If you need another water, I got a whole.
All right, I'm good for right now.
Hell yeah.
Alright. I want to see if I can end it on a good note here.
Okay, fuck yeah.
So you gotta choose one.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Dad? No, we're just finishing up this thing we're doing. We're almost done. So we'll be home in a few minutes. Yeah, no, we're actually like finishing up right now. Alright, we'll see you later. Bye. Sorry about that.
No, you good. You good. Take
So-
care of your business.
Choose one. Rich for life, live forever, or never hungry again. And why? I like this question. This is a real like thing.
Honestly, we covered this one before, but I'll go into it again because I want to see what y'all perspective was. Let me see that real quick.
I like this one. It's a really good one.
Rich for life, live forever, never hungry again. Let me say that one more time. Rich for life, live forever, never hungry again.
Explain. Or why?
And why?
And why? Why would you choose that specific
So
thing?
either be rich or either never be hungry or
Be rich forever, or be rich for life, live forever,
Or never be hungry again.
Never be hungry.
So if you're rich for life, that would take care of the never being hungry.
yeah.
The living forever, that's where it gets tricky because if you live forever, that means
You
like
watch everyone that you love die.
exactly, and like you live forever. So like, let's take it completely hypothetical. Let's say like power grid gets shut down, nuclear warfare, and not by anyone's doing. Like the power grid gets shut down, so everything just starts going off. The world is destroyed. Everyone's gone. You live forever.
Yeah.
Now it's just you.
Like,
Yeah.
Like
That's
that. Like,
the thing, is that
it's
you
a-
can't
it's a,
die.
You know, like yeah, like
That's
live
why-
forever.
that's
But,
why
but
I
that,
would
that
do
would
it.
also lead to another question. Is like, would you ever like if you're gonna be able to live forever? Is there any way you could actually die though? Because like there, people are gonna probably be like, oh, there's probably some way you could get killed. It's like, nah, you live forever.
You live
So
forever.
You, in
And
a
like
sense,
the curse of it is like, oh, what
You
if we
never-
like separate them? No, like you're gonna
You-
live forever, but now you're separated. Stupid. Like
Yeah.
like dismemberment wouldn't do it. You live forever. That's
Yeah.
that's the live
you
forever.
could put a like you could do whatever to try to end it, but it's like you
I think
can't.
that would be unbearable
Yeah.
after so long. Like no.
I
So I'm
personally-
more rich for life.
I would probably go rich for life.
Yeah, because like
Because you
I'm
even
a,
have to think about it. It's like, is there even a possibility that you could find something to actually
see
make
this my
like
thing.
immortality the thing? Because I'm sure that there's people who want to like have a conspiracy, like, oh, we're like researching. Like, maybe I don't know if this is true or not, but people might try to say, well, they're probably researching ways to like never age.
Yeah,
I
I've
think they
heard
are.
so many theories about it, and I haven't heard anything solid yet. But like, I'm also not checking for it anymore. Like, so like, I'm kind of out of touch on a lot of shit, honestly.
Yeah.
You know.
So for that question, what I would do, I like in my reasoning why, is I would be rich for life, and then I would give back to people who have helped me. Like my dad and my mom, I would give them back
Okay.
some money for them
I can
raising me
respect
for raising me for 18 years.
I can respect
I would
that.
give money back to friends who paid stuff for me or other family members that
Right,
paid for
right.
me for stuff.
Paying
or,
it forward, like looking
Pay-
out for your people. That all sound good
and,
to me.
And or like say for instance, say you got like a really bad cancer or like something, and you and me are friends.
Yeah.
I would pay for your stuff
Okay. Oh, shit.
as a good friend. Or let's take for instance Patrick, his heart surgery
Yeah.
didn't go well.
Yeah.
Didn't say it
Indeed.
did because it went well.
It went well, yeah. But
Like saying it-
hypothetically,
Yeah,
I
it
get
did-
you.
Didn't
I get
go
you.
didn't go as planned, and he had to be in surgery for another 6 more weeks, another year, another
Mhm.
2 years or whatnot.
Mhm.
I would sit there, pay his bills for him. I would pay.
Or at least try to help him.
I would help him out.
Yeah.
So like his wife and his kids, I would help them
And you know,
and whatnot with that.
and like even having that mindset of being, you know, like genuine and generous and like actually coming from a place of love, like, you know, like that's rare. And
Yeah.
when you find people like that, you know, like you don't do them wrong, you don't do them bad, you do, you know, that's how you earn that respect that we was talking about way back in the beginning of this.
Yeah.
And man, honestly, I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. This was fucking amazing. We actually a couple minutes away from the 2-hour mark.
Hell yeah.
You know, so like I mean, I couldn't ask for nothing better. YouTube couldn't ask for nothing better.
Yeah.
I am your hostess with the mostest, Darren James. This is live from the motherfucking Ferret room.
Hell
Live
yeah.
from the motherfucking Ferret room. I told y'all, 2024. It's Only up, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
Bishi, thank you for coming out, my boy.
I got
For
you.
sure. Oh, hold on, lock it up.
There
Yeah, Bert.
You already
I
know.
definitely want you back.
Hell
yeah. We
Hell
did it. We gonna fucking go out strong. You know how I fucking do it, Bishi. You know I just fucking go
Hell
out.
yeah.
and
I'm
some
gonna leave you
music.
off with this quote too. All you can say is New Year, you gotta keep on climbing and nothing else. Don't let that negativity hold you back, boy.
That's right.
I got one more thing myself, but go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, because I want to end it with this.
Alright. My last thing I want to say is you can't change what's in the past, but
That's right.
you can change what you have in the future.
Hell yeah.
What you do to change is up to you. Do you, stay you, and just live a little. From one of my favorite YouTubers. If he ever decides to listen to this podcast and watch it, my man, Mo Sargi, live a little!
Hell yeah. Alright, and I'm going to end it with this, and this is going to be a thing that I'm going to say. Can you shift gears, or will you be stuck on stupid for the rest of your life?
Fuck around, find out.
Beat the whole walls loose. Hop in the fall. I tell that bitch to come cover me.
Cover me.
I swear these niggas is under me.
Yeah.
And the devil keep jumping me. Back rows on me, keep me company.
Yes.
Hey, we did the most. Yeah, pull up and goes.
Fair room.
My diamonds a joker.
YouTube.
Hold it up, I with no holster.
Spotify.
Diamond cooler.
I heard.
Dabbing on them like the usual.
Dab.
Match it with the brick and voodoo.
Magic.
Court side with a bad bitch.
Bad.
Then I send the bitch through Uber.
Go up.
I'm young and rich and plus I'm bougie.
Peace.
Stupid, so I
Love.
keep the
We out,
bullshit.
y'all.
It's on records, got back as I'm back as on my